Today, we want to talk about Pinterest. Is Pinterest worth it for my business? That is a big question. Pinterest has made a lot of changes to their model. And so we want to talk about some strategies and ways you can still use Pinterest. And so the main answer really is yes. Pinterest still is valuable, except how you use it has changed a little bit. So we want to talk about a few of those things as well. So if you have questions about using Pinterest for your business, please let us know. We would love to answer those questions for you and be able to help you out with those. So to begin, let's talk a little bit more. Hopefully everybody understands Pinterest, what it is, why it is there. A couple of the unique things about Pinterest is it is very visual, very visual. It's not necessarily about sharing status updates. It's not about text-based posts to people. It's more about visual images and videos that you post and share, and have links back to your website and so forth. So that's something that's very important to realize, is it is a very different type of social network, and needs to be used differently. You can't use the same strategy you do on Facebook for Pinterest. It just won't work. So on Pinterest, a couple of things that you want to think about as a business are the boards. Okay, those are a very important part of it. So rather than have a news feed, where you can go look up stuff or see what other people are posting and things, as a person or a business using Pinterest, you have what are called boards. So when you post to a board on your account, rather than post in a way that goes to a newsfeed. So those boards are really, really important for your business. Okay, so a couple of strategies in using boards on Pinterest is that you want to have boards that represent your company, talk about your business, the things that you are doing in your business. If you have products, have boards around the products that you are selling. If you have services that you offer, boards around the services that you do are really good to use. And think about lifestyle around your business and your clients. So when a customer comes to see you and they use your service or products, how does that influence their life? What is the lifestyle that they gain or improvements that they get to their life around your products and services? All of those things are really good for boards. So as an example of that, you want to talk about like health. If you sell health products, have boards around the positive lifestyle of good health. And on the flip side, have boards about negative health as well, the lifestyle of negative health. Both of those are going to catch people's attention that you want to talk to anyways. If you have more of a consumer product, show pictures of what happens when people use it. Talk about the value of the improvements to their life by utilizing your products, or wish you had the product. Like, what happens if you don't use it, kind of a thing. Insurance is a good one. Like wish you had like a board on examples of what could happen if you don't have proper insurance, like earthquake insurance or fire insurance. And then, the benefits of having it, getting things taken care of when you have a claim or a problem. So you want to think about lifestyle around your business. That is very, very important. Those are the kind of boards you want to be creating and posting to. Now, a couple of standard boards that are always good to do are if you are a local business, have boards that are local as well. Talk about local tourism, talk about local places, similar types of businesses and things as well is really good. All those things are going to be helpful for you in understanding how to build good boards on Pinterest. The other thing that you want to look at too are food and funny. So everybody loves good recipes, good food, DIY type stuff, as well as funny. Those are really good. If you have anything to do with the real estate industry, have boards around DIY stuff in the home, decorations, amazing interiors in homes and exteriors, amazing landscapes, all those kinds of things are really good to do. So thanks everybody for joining us. We appreciate it. And if you have questions about utilizing Pinterest for your business, that's what we're going to talk about today. So let us know what questions you have, and we'd love to answer those questions for you. So with that, as you build these boards and pin things to them, most of what you pin is not necessarily going to come from your business specifically. You're going to find other stuff on Pinterest and repin it to your board. So that's okay. It's those pins cycle through and more people see them and so forth. It is good though to have pins around your that drive traffic back to your website. So create really good pictures of your products and services, capture pictures of lifestyle and events or activities, pictures of your office if you want to build a board around your actual office, around, have introduce your employees there and everything, and link all those back to your business. Those are to your website, excuse me, so that people can go to your website from those pins. Those are good things to do. Write blog articles. Have a really good image that goes out with that blog article. Pin it into a board. It could be a board on a topic like health or wellness or whatever, real estate tips, anything like that. Have a board that can reflect some of the things you put in your blog. It doesn't have to be just a board about your blog posts. It could be a board about a topic, like health or real estate or something. And you can have multiple boards that all go back to your same blog, because you're probably going to blog about a variety of different things. Have a good image that goes out with it. Have that all linked back to your blog. Those are really good ways to get your blog out there on Pinterest, to get more people to see it. And really look at video as well. Look at putting videos together and sticking them onto Pinterest. Pinterest does have some really good ideas and techniques about helping to show those. They have some really cool ways with GIFs that when people scroll up and down or move their cursor across your board or that card on Pinterest, that things animate. And so there's some really fun ways to just attract attention to the pins, the things that you're putting up there on Pinterest. So those are really good. So if you have questions about Pinterest, things that you would love to have answered about how to use Pinterest for your business, that's what we're going to be discussing today. So the change, probably the biggest change that has come to Pinterest, is how you look at what I guess you could call would be a news feed. So in Pinterest, they used to have some kind of a newsfeed. When you first logged into Pinterest, you would see a whole bunch of items. And these items were a mashup of all the people that you follow on Pinterest and what they have been pinning. So it was a lot more social. You could see what your friends and people that you're connected with on Pinterest were pinning. Now they have changed that. So it's not quite that way anymore. That it's more about what are the things that you have been searching for on Pinterest. What are you looking for on Pinterest? What are the searches you've been doing? Let's start aggregating pins around that. So not so much being social as it is looking for specific information. So the goal of Pinterest, of course, as a business is, one, it's a great way to connect with people, especially if connecting with women is important to your business. If you need to attract women, if you need to get, if the female population is a big part of your customer base, then Pinterest is a great place to be. So again, just like putting content on the other social sites, you want to pin things that they are interested in, that would be good for them. That will attract them in to see your other boards and your other pins and follow you as well. So when you're posting these pins and other people see them, okay, their newsfeed isn't gonna, if they follow you, their newsfeed necessarily won't be all the stuff that you're pinning, but the stuff that they're looking for. So again, the more relevant your pins are, the better. That'll help show up. So when they pin things, they can share those pins that you've been putting out. So it was easier when Pinterest was more social to just repin stuff from other people and grow your following that way, a little more organics. It's still not a bad way to go, but it's way more important now because Pinterest is more aggregating what people are looking for to make sure that you are targeting good keywords, you're targeting topics and ideas that your customers want to learn about. So take a cue from what kind of content is resonating with people on Facebook and Twitter and the other social sites you're using, as well as keywords that people are searching for in your local area for your SEO. Utilize those things to help you come up with a more efficient strategy on how can I have better, put out better pins on Pinterest, and then share those out so that they get seen in those news streams when people do searches. That's going to help you increasing that. And do more about putting together pins from your business rather than sharing other people's pins. The more you can put out your own content, the better. But Pinterest is really huge for people who have products. There's a lot of great stuff you can do with encouraging people to go to your site to buy if you have utilized Pinterest to attract people in. The thing you got to realize about Pinterest is it's the number one most, it's not the number one search site, but it is the number one window shopping site in the world. So people go to Pinterest to seek inspiration, to find information, to connect with people, and not connect with people, but to connect with others that are like-minded and to help find answers to questions and problems that they want to solve in their business, in their lives. So because that's what they're there to do, make sure that you are going in that direction. Make sure that you are providing good information for them and good content that they want to connect with and they want to share with they want to repin it and then share it. So that's about posting content. Okay, so let's talk about actually being on Pinterest as a business. Repinning stuff is not bad. Finding other people's content to share, to repin onto your boards is great. It's a quick, easy way to get a lot of content on those boards that is relevant. The other thing is to leave comments on other people's pins. There's a lot of great ways to connect with people, to ask people questions, to get dialogue happening, discussion happening around a pin by commenting on other people's stuff. So those are great things to do. And it doesn't necessarily have to be related, like tourist stuff. What are the best places to go hiking in your area? Repin it, even leave some comments on it, and ask people about which one of these trails have you guys been on or have tried out or things like that. Get interaction going on the pins that you're repinning. Those things will help to grow that organic reach as well with people. And definitely look into Pinterest advertising, especially if you have a product. Pinterest advertising has some cool ways that you can utilize it to help you in connecting with more people that would have a greater propensity to buy from you. Those are all really good things that you can be doing to help out. So Pinterest is different. It's going to be, it's a different strategy than what you use on like a Facebook or Twitter, definitely different than LinkedIn. But realize it's more visual. It's about images and video. It's not about connecting with people as much as it is sharing information and lifestyle. It's not about text-based posts. Nobody on Pinterest cares what you had for lunch. They don't care. They're looking for information. They're looking for things that can help them. So be relevant. Those are going to be very helpful to your business. So if you have questions about utilizing Pinterest for your business, let us know. That's what we are doing today, is answering those questions to help you understand that Pinterest still does have value to a business. It has changed over the years from where they've started. And hopefully, really, the biggest value I think Pinterest could do is actually add a buy button in. I know on some of their ads, they have that ability to do buy buttons. So really consider that. In some of their ad platform types, they have some opportunities where you can buy. And so there's some great ways if you have products or really services that people can buy quickly from you, like gift certificates or other things. There's some great stuff that you can be using Pinterest for and with their ad networks to get more sales. So look at those things. Now, one thing on the boards as well is they still have what's called a secret board. So this is a board where you can put stuff that nobody else can see. It's not searchable. They don't find those boards on searches, anything like that. So realize that some of the fun of a secret board is if you can really get a good following of loyal customers, what you can do is create a secret board and share it with them by invitation only, so like an email or something like that, and let them know, hey, we're going to do some developments, we're going to do some other things. If you want to know what the products are that we have coming up that we haven't released yet, but you want to get like the inside scoop on them, then come follow our secret board on Pinterest. And that can be add some exclusivity so that they feel like they're on the inside of your business, they know. That's a great way to do it. If you have partners or employees that you want to share stuff with, you can use them for that as well. I would recommend, if you're a restaurant, use a secret board. Talk about some of the new recipes you have coming up. Get feedback from people on recipes. And post a recipe up there, shoot a little video about it, how it's done, and ask people, is this something you guys would like? If not, what are some other types of recipes you would like us to try in our restaurant? That can get some very high engagement. It can really keep your customers even more loyal to you as well. So those are some fun things you can do. The other thing you want to think about with Pinterest as well is realize that if you connect with your customers on there, if you have customers, they're on Pinterest and you can connect with them on there, they follow you, you can go see their account, you can learn a ton about your customers. What are they interested in? What's going on in their life? What are the things that they wish they had? So a great example of this was an ad agency in Las Vegas. I'd heard this story from them at a conference several years ago. They had a client that had referred them, that they were working with on marketing, and that client actually referred them to someone that they knew that needed marketing as well. And they ended up signing up also. So as a thank you to this client, they actually went on to Pinterest and looked at there, and she had a wish list board, and it was listed with all the things that she wants to have at some point, wants to be able to buy or own at some point. And they looked through that wish list and they found a necklace that they thought that would be great to get. It was an affordable necklace. It was something they could do that would show their appreciation. So they went out and bought the necklace. It wasn't a cheap necklace, but they thought this would be a great way to show our thanks. So they bought this necklace for her and delivered it to her office. So she opens this gift, not sure what's going on, and realizes it's not just some, oh, thank you for your referral, here's a little small token of our appreciation that really doesn't matter much. What she got was something that she really, really wanted and hadn't been able to acquire yet. And that made her so happy. And I mean, you talk about customer loyalty. She's going to be a customer of theirs for a long time because she knows they pay attention to her and what she is doing. And that is spectacular. So realize that Pinterest has a ton of valuable research, tons of valuable opportunities for you to connect and understand your customers better, great ways to make inroads into markets that you might not have an easy time getting into on the other social networks. So, and utilize it too. One of the great things that we like Pinterest for is finding good pictures, finding good content. We can do searches and go look for stuff. Most of the time, if it's on Pinterest, it's probably royalty free, unless there's a disclaimer or something on the text part of the pin. It's being actively shared, and so most of the time you're not going to run into as much of an issue with royalty free stuff on Pinterest. So it's a great way to find articles. It's a great way to find visual information or funny stuff around your industry or the services and things that you do that you can then share on your other social sites. So that's a great way to connect and gather more information that you can share on your other sites. Is use Pinterest as a way to search through other pieces of content and find good stuff quickly. So those are some fun ways that you can use Pinterest to help with your business. If you have other questions about how to use Pinterest for your business, please message us, use our hashtag SMRTTV, or just come message us directly on any of the social networks. We'd love to answer those questions for you and help you understand how you can more effectively use Pinterest to grow your business. So thanks everybody for joining us today. We really appreciate it.